So I want to share with you an idea that my math teacher taught me in high school. I don't want to dox him, but teacher X in high school was probably one of our favorite teachers, my friends and I. He was just like, he was an interesting dude. He was like kind of mysterious. He drove a Mustang, which we thought was really cool. It was a red, no, it was a yellow Mustang. He was really smart and he seemed like a good teacher. He seemed like he was good at his job. And I remember as a freshman, I was kind of like afraid of him. Like he was always serious, like, and he would talk in this like very monotone voice. It was almost like hard to listen to. He like, it would never make jokes. And like, he was just, I don't know, like when I first met him as a freshman, he was like a completely different person. And also like I was intimidated by like being new to high school for the first time, you know, and just like trying to adjust and like see where I fit in and all that stuff. But as I got older, like in sophomore, junior year, and up into senior year, I got to see like more of his personality. He would be like chill with us in the later years. And maybe it's because like the class sizes were smaller or he had known us for like a few years already. I could see that he was not just like a serious monotone math teacher. Like there was a little bit more to him as a person. Like he would make jokes with us, or like, I don't know, we would laugh about like like, I don't know, some of the other classes or like the freshmen or whatever. And in one of those later years, whatever year it is you learn about vectors, maybe it was like pre-calculus or maybe it was calculus, he like took time out of class to teach us his other theory of vectors, teacher X's life theory of vectors. And what he said was basically that everyone in your life you can think of as a vector, including yourself. And as far as I remember from math, a vector is like a force, like a number, an amount with a direction. Anyway, it's basically just a line going in a direction, like a line with an arrow at the end, at one end. And so here you are, you're this little line with an arrow, you're so cute, and you're moving through life, and you're going in a certain direction, like towards some goal maybe, or just like towards something. And the other people that you meet are also vectors. So like you're going and then somebody else comes and you meet them, and your vectors kind of like bounce off each other. Like maybe it's somebody you meet and then you never see again, and then off their vector goes and your vector continues on. Or maybe it's someone who you meet and then travel with for a while. Like you keep going in that same direction, like you know them for a year or throughout high school or even longer. And you can kind of think of everyone like that. You can think of like your family as like you're like a group, like a little cluster of vectors, and like some of you go off on different paths and then you like come back and meet again, and then like you might get together every Thanksgiving, or maybe you live with them for a long time and your vectors are going together, but also still like you're pursuing different things. So you can kind of think of it as like multi-dimensional vectors, like even vectors for your interests or goals or passions. And this idea really stuck with me because I don't know, it's just such an interesting way to imagine and think about the people that you meet and the relationships that you have in life. And I think it helped me understand that it's okay to let go of people or relationships, or to trust that they'll come back or that it'll work out if they don't. I think I grew up naturally like kind of clinging on to the relationships that I had and afraid to lose them. Like I don't want to lose these friendships that I've made or these connections that I have, because they're nice. They make me feel good. We've like spent time together. We've built up a relationship together. But thinking about it in that way where we're all just vectors and we travel with each other for a while and maybe then we go off and bounce into other people's vectors, it's kind of beautiful. And it makes me less afraid. And even like your family, like connections that like society, you know, will tell you that you're supposed to hold on to. It's okay for those vectors to go where they're going and where they need to go. And people change directions all the time. People you love sometimes grow differently than you, and that's okay. It's just, it's the calculus of life. And I don't mean that all connection is transient or semi-transient and like there's no purpose in building up relationships with anybody, because I don't think that's true either. I think relationships are awesome and the connections that you make with people are so cool, right? I just mean that people are going to naturally move through your life. Some people are going to be with you for a while. Some people will leave quickly. Some people will leave after a long time. And that's sad. It's still okay for that to be sad, but it's not bad. And I think if you think about things from that perspective, you can move through life a little freer. You're more able to let go instead of clinging on to things too long, or maybe things that would hold you back or keep you stuck in a place that you know you're ready to move beyond, but you're just afraid to let go, so you stay stuck there. So if you've been afraid to let go of someone or something, or just sad about the relationships that you've lost, or unwilling to give up a relationship that seems like it's slipping away, maybe thinking about yourself and those people as vectors just bouncing around in this fucked up beach of an earth will help. That's all I got today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate you being here. If this resonated with you, maybe send it to someone, one of those other vectors in your life that it might resonate with. And talk to you soon.